Hello, my peoples. It is Friday, February 11th, 2022. It's a good day today. Beautiful Arizona day, about 65, 70 degrees almost. Beautiful day. Just kind of pulled in the garage, and this evening, Pay has performance at the high school here in a minute, and so Michelle and I are going to go watch her perform. Her and her friend, they choreographed a dance together, and it's going to be all kinds of art projects, music, and other things. So that's cool. And then after that, Michelle, her mom, and her sister are going to go up to Mesa Riverview area to get their packets for the Mesa Marathon tomorrow. They're not doing the half marathon or the marathon. I think everybody's doing the 10K. Michelle's mom may be doing the half marathon. She's, I think, 67, 68. She's awesome. Still running half marathons, still running marathons. I mean, she's really inspiring person. And I'm actually going to do the 10K tomorrow, just kind of jog it, walk it, run it. I'm not trying to set a personal record or impress anybody. I just want to participate and be there. And it is kind of cool being up there with all the energy up there. It's a lot of excitement and just good enthusiasm. And it's and that was one thing. My brother ran a marathon, the San Diego Rock and Roll Marathon, in 2002, and we hadn't even lived in Phoenix for a full year, but we drove over to watch him run. And one thing that I was impressed by being at this race was that here I was thinking, like, everybody running the marathon were like runner bodies, or like thin, just obviously look like they run all the time. And that was not the case. Like, there were heavy set people, older people, just people that are goal oriented, and it didn't really matter what their run time was. Like, just the fact that they were doing it and finished something that they started and maybe trained for, look forward to, like it was really, really cool. So it definitely impressed me back then. It was really eye-opening because I did not expect that. So tomorrow we're going to do that. Tonight we got that thing going on with Pay and Super Bowl Sunday. Michelle's family, mom, stepdad, are in town, so we're going to definitely watch the game. And it will be my final NFL bet. And I do think the Rams win, but it's a 4.5 point spread. I think the Bengals keep it close. That's just me. I think that the Bengals will lose by one, maybe a field goal. They'll cover that point spread. I mean, the Super Bowl's in LA. The Rams are playing LA Rams. NFL is so rigged and such a joke that there's no way they don't allow the Rams to win. That's what I think. So, I hope I'm not eating those words on Monday, but if the Bengals do happen to win, that's who I'm betting on. So I'm betting on the Bengals and the over for my final NFL bet, because I don't want just Hail Mary speculation spilling over into my trading career. I like my trading to be more methodical, planned, measured, and pretty analytical, where, hey, look, sports gambling my whole life's been hunches. Like, I've got a feeling they're going to do it. They're, just rolling with that. And with football, I've always done pretty good. Some years are great, some years not so good, but overall, probably about even. So after all that stress and after all that yelling at the TV and, freaking out and so exciting and then so bummed, like, probably just about even. So I don't need it anyway. But I hope you're having a great Friday. I hope you're rolling into the weekend with some momentum and some gratitude for your life. I know I am. This morning, as I took a morning break, it was probably about 8 o'clock, and I walk down to the end of my cul-de-sac and just come back just to get away from my computer, get a little sunlight on my skin. It's, like I said, it's a beautiful day. Like I was literally thinking to myself that, I'm like, my dream has manifested, the first stage of it. I mean, I'm not paying my bills right now from trading. I'm not buying my girls' houses or any of the other, big dreams that I have associated with trading. But I am trading every day, and I am trading with my buddies, John and Mike, who we talked about this 25 years ago. And that this is all we talked about was one day, someday, this, that, the other. And man, like every morning I'm on a Telegram kind of over the web call, and John and I are just spotting things, levels in the market, and calling things out and helping one another. And Laney, we're going back and forth chat, and so like we're doing it. And it was really cool to realize that, like, we set that intention 25 years ago, and here it is manifesting the first leg of it right now. And I'm really, really grateful that for everything in my life, because I'm grateful for everything exactly the way it is, because exactly everything that's happened exactly the way it is has put me in this chair right now, talking to this phone right now, everything. So pretty awesome. Anyway, thank you for checking in. Thank you for being a part of my life. Thank you for connecting with me and being a part of this wild roller coaster of a life. And things are good. And one other kind of strange little coincidence, the other night when we were out with our friends, the Sheldons, we were kind of talking a little bit, a couple of families that used to live in our neighborhood, that we both know, like, oh, have you heard anything about these people or anything new with them? Or just a couple of families that we knew that they had stayed in contact with, or vice versa, they had known that we had stayed in contact with. And they asked me about a mutual friend of ours, Dan Branson. And I said, well, I bumped into him a couple of times, in the last 6 months, once at Home Depot and the other time at Costco. And, just kind of in passing said hello. And I just saw him at Bash's when I was there to buy some Honey Crisp apples on sale for 98 cents a pound. So I just spoke his name, and within 3 days we crossed paths. Like literally, I'm walking to my car on the parking lot, and he's walking in the parking lot to go to Great Clips to get a haircut, and there he is. I just bumped into him. And so I spoke it into existence. So be careful what you speak about, because it could come true. You could bring it into your life. And so be careful if you're talking really crappy about somebody, or if you're saying mean things to yourself or mean things about other people. Just flip it. I watched a video by Brendon Burchard, which I've watched this one many times, and he just really illustrates how to reprogram your subconscious and your conscious mind. And he recommends, just if you catch yourself thinking something negative, because you're just so in the habit of doing it, which I can do that, like just flipping it and actually then imagining the opposite, like imagining like the best thing that could happen in that scenario, or the best thing about that person or this situation or anything along those lines. So just flip the script. Anyway, have a great day. Have a great night. See ya.